Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw tips and tricks. Somebody sent me this, and then they want to do this, but they're having trouble with the clone tool and having two different sections. He told me how he drew it. He is pretty ingenious. I've never thought about it. Take a heart, and he rotated it 15 degrees from the bottom, so I'm going to Control D, double click on the rotation and put it at the bottom of the heart and rotate it 15 degrees. Now you get this kind of unique shape. Take the Smart Fill tool, and I like to move stuff out of the way and get rid of my lines. Now what he's doing, he's going left click, right click, and then he's taking one of my favorite drawing tools, the 3-point curve line, and going from that node to that node. And then this way, you could rotate it, 7.5 degrees and get the same effect, but not really, because you've got a different arch. Now what he's doing is, I'm going to get this out of the way. I'm going to Smart Fill it. I'm actually going to use the same colors he used. I'm going to Smart Fill, and I'm going to move it out of the way. So now we could, don't ever do that with the Smart Fill tool in your hand. Now we can move these back. And I'm going to select them both. You see, I've got two objects selected, but I can go to Edit, Clone, which I've already got a hotkey for Control, Alternate L. And then I'm going to move that over. And if you look at it side by side, this is our clone curve. This is our control curve. So I actually moved the wrong one, so you always need to check. So this is going to be our control, even though there's two parts. So now you have to group this together for this to work, and then Control D and duplicate it. And this would be a very good one to use the transformation docker. I'm going to just rotate it 15 degrees all the way around. Just make sure you don't go double. Now you've got this, and this thing is split into two, and you could make half of them blue. You could make them really unique looking. And I can move this now. I don't have to worry about where it's at. And we're going to grab this outside and grab so I didn't group these together when I cloned it, but I had to group them when I duplicated them. And look what it's doing. It's putting that interactive fill tool on both sides. Now, I always like to click off of and click with my pick tool, interactive fill tool. So we went outwardly. This time we're going to go inwardly and put a little black. Not so much. And not all that. So you just keep getting different patterns and different. Look what you could just by minutely moving that, you can get a lot of different patterns. That doesn't look too bad. But then you could always, change this to blue, and then change this one to white, and bring this in, and get some really unusual effects, because what I've said it many times, I call it doing it real time, because you can actually see what's going on. Anyway, I hope that helped them understand. So just when you clone, you're going to have two separate clones, but when you duplicate it over, see this clone can be way over here. I can make it green, but it still makes that. So you can have two different clones and do whatever you want to with it. And you can still, so they don't have to be together. I learned that a couple years ago, and used to really irritate me when I try to duplicate clones. Dark colors just do not show off that shadow. And then you can always make that one red. Anyway, I hope that helped them a little bit. Thank you for watching.